Hi everyone, my name is Alex. Today I'm going to be trying the Then I Met You Living Cleansing Balm. This product retails for $39. Such a long time coming with this product. I feel like it was just a matter of time before I finally gave this a try. And now that I Met You is at Sephora, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to purchase this in stores as well, which is super exciting. I've been following this brand for a while and I've actually tried out their sunscreen a long time ago. However, this is their best-selling product. This is something when I was getting into skincare, people were raving about it. Going into this review, I am super excited because looking over the ingredient list, it seems to have amazing cleansing agents and also oils to be an effective cleansing balm. This product is vegan, cruelty-free, alcohol-free, and comes in recyclable packaging. One downside to this is they did load it down with some essential oils. It doesn't seem to be too bad comparing it to other cleansing balms and oils I've tried. However, that is still something to be mindful of. It is a wash-off treatment, so it's not as big of a deal for me, but still, if you are really sensitive, then definitely be mindful. The highlight ingredients include sea buckthorn oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil, and vitamin E. To check out the full ingredient list, make sure you click the link in the description, goes to their website, and I've also left the ingredients in the description if you want to check those out. Olive oil makes me really nervous. It's a hit or miss ingredient for me that has sometimes clogged my pores and caused acne. That's not foolproof though. It is something that's been hit or miss, so I will be curious to see if this product clogs my pores or causes any acne. I also want to see how this product performs and how it emulsifies. They rave about their sherbet-like texture of this product, so it is something I'm going to be putting to the test and see how it works for my skin. I also want to see if it leaves any film and how it does as an oil cleanser. As for anything else, I'll be continuing to do check-ins, so I will see you all in the next check-in. I'm going to give you all a quick check-in and also my first impression with this product. I'm very excited. This has been a long time coming with this product, and it seems to have a nice sorbet texture, which I've seen a lot of people talking about. Fragrance is pretty heavy with this product. That is the only thing that I'm noticing, but it is a little bit more justifiable because it is a wash-off treatment. I don't know if you can see that. At least in person, the emulsification is pretty impressive for a spot test. I don't even know if you can see that, but it is looking like it's going to be a very well emulsifying cleanser, which is good because usually people gravitate towards cleansing balms, I feel like, to remove heavier makeup. This feels like a sorbet. Like, it looks, feels, smells like so delicious. It blends into this really beautiful oil once it starts melting in my hands. The fragrance is very reminiscent of a few other cleansing balms that I have tried, and it is pretty heavy, but I've seen people raving about this cleansing balm because I think they don't use some like potentially plastic ingredients. I remember there was a thing about that at one point, and I have not done research on that in forever, so I definitely need a refresher on that, but this feels like such a luxurious oil once you start blending it in. It just feels like it melts into the skin, and it has exactly the properties that I look for in a nice feeling cleansing balm. Seems to be a little bit of a light emulsification. Now I'm just wearing a sunscreen, not tinted. I will be curious to see how this removes like skin tints and whatever I wear throughout this. I usually don't testify for heavy makeup, but it is emulsifying pretty nice. It's kind of just standard, like nothing too special with the emulsification. I think the biggest standout about this is the beautiful balm to oil texture that I saw. After rinsing it off, emulsifying it, it leaves my skin feeling hydrated, but no film on the skin whatsoever. Additionally, I'm not someone who usually struggles with fragrance, so I'm not the best to testify for that, but no issue with sensitivity whatsoever. I was a little worried it was gonna leave a film because of the nice moisturizing texture, but it didn't. So I'm really impressed with it so far. I feel like the biggest standout is the feel of it and how it feels when you start rubbing it on the skin. That was something really nice with it that I feel like makes it stand out. also the texture of it feels almost like an oil, but it cleanses like a balm, if that makes sense. I haven't seen anything else melt into a nice oil like this, at least in terms of cleansing balm. So I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm going to continue using it and then I'll check in again. I'm back to give you all my final thoughts on this cleansing balm. I am so mad at myself for just now trying it because this product has worked amazing for my skin. I love it mainly because of the texture. I think that's the biggest selling point of it. It feels like a nice sorbet texture that lived up to everything I was hoping for with it. The fragrance is mild. It is something that's there when you're first applying it. It's pleasant, but it is definitely something to avoid if you are sensitive to fragrance. But as someone who is not, I really enjoy the emulsification and the feel of this product because it almost was a little bit more light, but packed punch when it came to how well it cleansed the skin. I noticed that it didn't leave any film as well, and I feel like it's more for the people who prefer a cleansing oil-like cleanse in a balm texture, if that makes sense. It has a little bit more weight to it than say a cleansing oil, and I feel like it may do better at removing makeup and sunscreen, but it's not as heavy as some other cleansing balms that I have tried, and it doesn't emulsify as much, but I noticed it was effective for at least my light skin tint and sunscreen. And so for that reason, I feel like that is why I would really invest in this. Ultimately, this is a little bit of a steeper price point. I've tried so many cleansing balms, and I can't think of any that have the same sorbet-like texture that this has. I feel like that is really the standout point of it. However, I'm not sure if I would stray away from your cleansing balm right now unless you're just not in love with the texture of it. I feel like that's the main reason why people would gravitate towards this product, and the price point is hurting it just slightly for me. I need to spend a little bit more time with it before I can establish if it is worth it compared to other cleansing balms especially. But as someone who just loves a good experience to a cleansing balm, ultimately I would invest in that with this product. I love how it cleansed the skin. It did perfect to remove everything light that I wore throughout the day, and it checks off all of the boxes of what I look for in a cleansing balm. I also loved it because it didn't clog my pores or cause any acne. It does have olive oil as the first ingredient, but it wasn't personally an issue for me with this formulation at least, and so I would recommend it. That's not to say it's going to be the case for everyone's acne, and this is also coming from the perspective of someone who is able to use fragrance in a wash-off treatment. Ultimately, if you are wanting to use fragrance in your skincare, I would recommend doing it at that step because it is short contact, but still, I feel like this is just kind of a splurge product, and it's something that you don't necessarily have to spend the money on because ultimately there are some more affordable bare bones products that do the job. Bioma's is coming to mind. That's just the first one I can think of off the top of my head that is a little bit more affordable than this product and has a similar texture. It's not the same, like I said, but has a similar feel and emulsification to this. So I would pin that as a potential alternative that is more budget friendly if you're looking for that to this product. But ultimately, I would invest in this just for the experience. Skincare is kind of like your own sanctuary in a way. I like to do things that make me feel good with skincare, and that is why I would invest in this because I enjoyed everything about it. It checks off all the boxes of what makes a pleasant and enjoyable cleansing balm for me, and that's why I would personally invest in it. But the Bioma is a good alternative if you are looking for that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe because I post new videos every week, and I will see you all in the next review.